Good morning, everyone. Thank you for clicking on our vlog this morning. A few minutes just to bring you some encouragement in your faith journeys. So we're in our Roadmap to Jesus series, but actually we're going to be in the Old Testament this morning, very briefly. And the title is Crossing the Red Sea. This is one of those stories that's so popular. Everyone in the Western world has heard it because it's the Sunday school stories. It's memes and there's lots of jokes about it. It's also in films. If you remember the film Bruce Almighty, when Jim Carrey gets the powers to be God for a day or something, and let's watch the clip.
Come. Take a closer walk with me.
Let me explain the rules.
It's a good clip. I actually like Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman. They're good actors. It's a tongue-in-cheek film. We could never create or recreate the power of God. We can't even imagine God parting an ocean so that people could walk through. So let's get back to the story. The Israelites, they're a group of people who were slaves. They're a bunch of people that have been rescued, they've been delivered, and they're in the desert. They come across the first hurdle, and the first hurdle is an ocean. And then the Egyptian army are coming behind them. They've trapped them in. These are professional soldiers with chariots, with all the weapons. How did the Israelites react? They were scared. And they said, why have we been brought out to the desert to be killed? And I'm sure it crossed their mind, does God really care for them, for this to happen? We all know the story. Moses lifts up his staff and God demonstrates a mighty miracle. He demonstrates that God does care. He demonstrates that God is able to do anything. He demonstrates that he has power over nature. He demonstrates that he's all powerful. He demonstrates to them that God is on their side. He's fighting for them. He's fighting the battles for them, for victory. And God demonstrates that he can provide safety and deliverance for his people when they trust in him. God does something that any man could ever recreate. And God demonstrates to these people that he can make the impossible possible. That's the God that we have. He's the God of miracles. Hold on a minute. I thought we were looking at the Roadmap to Jesus series. So let's jump forward to the New Testament, and Jesus is with his disciples. They're on a boat in a sea. Well, it's a lake, the Sea of Galilee, but it's a big lake. And he's with seasoned fishermen. They're experienced. They are used to being on a boat. It's nighttime and there's a storm, and it's a big storm. The waves are crashing over the boat. Jesus is asleep in the boat, and these seasoned, experienced fishermen are scared to death. What did he do? They wake Jesus up and say, Jesus, don't you care? Jesus wakes up and he does care. And he displays to these seasoned fishermen who are scared that he has the power, because he's God in human form. He has the power to bring peace in the midst of a storm. He has the power over nature. He has the power to bring tranquility out of the chaos that they're in. And he displays that power to them to reveal that he is God. And he has the power over nature. He has the power over everything and anything in this world. And he has the power to bring change and transformation into anybody's life and into anybody's situation. And there's good news for us today. He hasn't changed. The God who parted the Red Sea, the God who, through Jesus, calmed the storm, is the same. He's alive and he's active, and he has the power to do miracles. He's active, and he calls each of us as his children to just trust in him, to have faith in him, to put our trust in the God of miracles, the God who has got the power to rescue, the God who's got the power to save sinners, the God who's got the power to bring peace in a storm, calls us to trust in him, to trust in him as he is all powerful, as the God of miracles. And he's the God who can make the impossible possible. And that is a great privilege. As his children, let's remember who we follow, who we walk with today, the God of miracles who can do anything. And he says in his word, nothing is impossible for the Lord. May that be an encouragement to you and to me today. Have a great day, everybody. See you all Sunday, I hope. God bless. Bye-bye.